Greetings, everyone. So it is Wednesday, the 23rd of February 2022, and we are here live, Malik Heyman Coaching Academy, and we are live here with Sobia Khan of Serenity, Mind, Body, and Soul. Let's get this started. Let's log her on. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Here we go. Let's add her. Add her in. Just gonna add in. Here we are. Good. There we go. Let's do it. Let's go live. Wonderful. So we're here now, and we are live on Wednesday, the 23rd of February 2022, and we're going live with Sobia Khan of Serenity, Mind, Body, and Soul. Assalamu alaikum, Sobia. We've got you, but you're there. That's it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Malik. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. Great as always to see you. Wonderful for our Wednesday live Instagram chat, giving people insights to coaching and how they can improve their lives. So yeah, let's get started because I know the time, we're conscious of time. So this is Sobia Khan of Serenity, Mind, Body, and Soul. Instant life coaching, instant healing coaching methods with Sobia Khan.
Sorry, Malik, I'm just sorting out my camera.
No worries. That's great.
I thought I was organized, having it the landscape-wise.
Perfect. We've got you there. Perfect there. So we're doing today with Serenity, Mind, Body, and Soul, and myself, Malik Heyman, Rise Up Coach, Malik Heyman Coaching Academy. Our topic today that we're doing. Thanks for logging in, everyone. Please put in your questions in the chat below, your comments. Today's topic is bringing the best every day. Bringing your best every day. Over to you, Sobia Khan, to tell us one of the tools or techniques that you're using when you're telling your clients to bring their best to every day.
Thanks, Malik. Firstly, I love this topic because
Me too.
Following the deen that we're following, we are meant to be the best that we're doing each and every day. But for me, this was the hardest thing I had to incorporate in my life. And as we know, creating a habit takes 28 to 40 days. And just making one change every day, for me, made 352 changes in a year. And to be the person that I wanted to be. And this is a type of advice I actually give to my clients. Just make one slow changes every single day. And you will notice that it's more adaptable. And like, just say, for example, my new change starting this week is instead of having my mug of tea with you, I've actually changed it to water. Have I missed it? No, I started off my intentions, and intentions are so important. Before starting this, I had to think, we're talking about being the best every day. What is it that I'm actually feeding my body? What is it that I'm actually watching? What am I actually doing with my time to be the best that I can each and every day? And just being conscious in my thoughts and reflecting at the end of the night, I've actually found small changes like that has really improved my productivity, removed Netflix, YouTube, plenty of things that I did not need, but I thought I did need to boost me. But I think the major change I had, and I find with my clients as well, just picking up a book and reading it. Such a small change, but it opens your mind to so much.
Yeah. There's a famous quote by Dr. Seuss. He says, the more you read, the further you go. The more you read, the further you go. It's so important. Yeah. No, it is, as you said, when we first discussed it about putting this title together, being your best, every day, it seems like such an arduous task. But in reality, as you just broke it down just there, it is about those micro steps. It's about making that 1%. If you mess up on your day, on day 3, fine, you've done day 1, day 2, you just start again. and you mess up again. So if you mess up 1 in every 3 days or 2 in every 3 days throughout the year, you're still 100% plus better than if you did nothing.
True.
And it's not scientific. It's not scientific. A lot of times people think it's very scientific, but it's not scientific, because if you think of it as this phrase of, if I do nothing, I'll improve nothing. If I do something, I'll improve something. But
Definitely.
as you said, the key word there is consistency and commitment. Consistency and commitment. One of the things that I use with a lot of the clients is I say to them about planning. As I say, planning, proper planning to make progress. And I also say to mind mapping. There's a great book. I'll put it in the link for anyone below. There's a book here by Tony Buzan. I've had this book since 2007. The date is still written there. 2007. I've had this book, and I still use it. It's a great book, and it shows you how to use your planning of the day as to get success. You know, because we look at it and we say to ourselves, if we don't plan and we don't prepare, there's nothing to go forward for. So just planning and preparing ourselves, using the way of mind mapping for your day. And I always say people, it starts with that goal set. Start with just setting the goals. It could be a small goal, big goal, like you said, the water. To everyone else, it might be simple and say, well, that's nothing. But to you, it's the most important change. Change. Yeah.
I mean, like, I've also incorporate to my clients that to start journaling. Now, I don't mean write paragraphs and diaries and things huge. If you can, brilliant. Well done to you. But I find just a small little, maybe a gratitude journal, just to say 3 things, break it down again, 3 points, 3 things that you're grateful for. What happened today that made you grateful? Then 3 steps, what you need to do tomorrow. Again, we've got 100 of things to do the next day. But if we do it last thing at night, you wake up in the morning and it's fresh on your mind and you're more eager to get it done first thing in the morning. And just knowing that tool, this amazing doctor was telling me, Dr. Ferial, and she was actually saying to me, just try it, Sobia. And I was like, what's that going to benefit me? She goes, no, just try it. If you try it for 30 days, it will become a habit. And now I'm lost without that journal. Just
wow.
3 things of gratitude, because it's made me content in myself. And it's also made me realize what I can and can't do. And if somebody says to me, Sobs, I need your help, I know, all right, this is what I'm doing today. Can I fit them in or can't I? And even then, it's amazing to have those boundaries to know, right, I'm being as the best productive state that I can be in.
Yes. Yeah. No, definitely. Just a question: do you write them down, Sobia, or do you put it in your phone? How do you put those notes down?
So I've actually got my diary here, and it's always with me. It's always in my room, and I have it. And literally, I just put in 3 pointers in here. What I like. Sorry, I can't even get a page here. So it basically says, what do I want to achieve today? My schedules, 3 schedules, today's gratitude, and today's lows. The reason, and that box is a bit more smaller. And the reason why I wanted that, I did not want to think too much on all the negativities. Just 1 point of a negativity, what I learned from it and what I reflect from it. But it's that simple.
No, I appreciate that, because what you've done there, like, as I say, I write as well. That's my mind map there for the day. So I've got everything there, my exercise, my prayer time, my time to go and do with family time for work. Everything is written there. And I'm glad you shared that with people to see, because a lot of times I'm saying to people when I'm coaching, they say, let me put it in my phone. And I say, no, get a pen or a paper, write it down. I can't explain the scientific behind it, but there is something there when you actually put the pen to paper and write it down.
Yeah. Because it's out of your mind, it's out on paper, you visually see it, and then your mind starts actively working to get those jobs done. Yeah. And subhanAllah, our brain's the best computer. Why do we need a phone to write down our habits?
See, this is the thing, and that connection, when you actually physically engaged in writing it down, you say, actually, I know many times I've written down and said, I'll do 3 times of X exercise, and I say, actually, no, I'll just do 2 of those. because I can feel the weight already. I say, no, I'm going to do 2. Today I'll do this. And then when I've got that mind map again, when I'm using the mind map there and the process, it's there whereby I look at it and I can say, well, I can see how everything connects. My fitness connects with my family lifestyle. The lifestyle then connects with my doing my children's homework, or it connects with me doing my work. It all connects. Everything connects, but it's there to visualize. At the end of the night, I look back and I haven't completed everything. I haven't. Yeah. But again, we go back to what you said at the beginning. I've completed more than what I would have done if I didn't plan.
Brilliant. It's like I got this book and it's called, it's absolutely brilliant, Muhammad Faris, The Productive Muslim.
Oh, yes.
And the reason why I actually drew to this book was, sometimes we think, okay, 5 prayers, the Quran, okay, fitting into the zikr and all the things we need to do on a daily basis. But he broke it down so simply. And it's those questions that are written in the book to actually say, where are we prioritizing our time? And I never reflected upon time. We've got a watch telling us what the time is, you know, but what are we actually doing every second of the day? And this book made me think.
Yeah.
And I thought, subhanallah, and I have to get this in. So yesterday I was watching, I think it was Imam Umar Suleiman. The problem is I watch so many lectures in a 1 hour period during a day, and sometimes I actually forget which sheikh I'm listening to, but I'm sure it's Imam Umar Suleiman, and he was talking about the Quran. And I really love this because he actually said, connect to the Quran. Why? Because it's the best book, made in the best month, given to the best of people. And I just thought, yeah, actually, I'm going to keep it in a place which is not high up, it's easily accessible, so it's always at my fingertips. And sometimes I find, right, I've got I need to go and do something, but hold on, have I just read my 3 lines for today and understood those 3 lines? And for me, once I know I've done that, I can start my day, because I've had that spiritual boost of my emotional cup. And then I know, right, feed myself, nourish myself. So not only am I feeding my body, feeding my spirit and my soul. And that's amazing.
Bringing the best to every day requires that you have to acknowledge yourself. A lot of times people, like you said there, we're there for everyone else, but we say we have to acknowledge ourselves. And, you know, I do the running every day. I do the exercise every day. I do my martial arts. And I said to people, I'm doing that because I want to acknowledge myself and keep myself going. And then I know I can give my best to everyone else. And I know that even just 5-10 minutes of an exercise, 50, and I mean that seriously, 5-10 minutes exercise, but it has to be that I always say to people when I'm coaching them, I say to them, it's mental, it's physical, and it's spiritual. And without those 3 connected, so waking up, doing the morning prayer has to happen. A lot of people might call it meditation or whatever they do. I say, get up and do something. Whatever it is that you get up and connect, and then you can start your day. Because too many times we do get up on autopilot and then we can't bring the best to the day. We get up and we look at the phone. We get up, we look at what we get up in the day and connect, just connect. And then you find that you'll be able to use the tool, like we're saying there, with gratitude, use the tool of the mind mapping to be able to bring the best to every day. It's not saying your day is going to be just tomorrow, it'll be perfect, but it's saying it's going to be a lot better when you start to plan to bring the best to your day. Definitely.
I love that. And gratitude is so important because we need gratitude in our life. Gratitude, we can go through life without gratitude, but once we have that gratitude, we realize we start serving others as well. And that I found that when I see my clients going on in their healing journey, the first thing that they're actually doing to find the highest satisfaction is not the material stuff they actually wanted in the first place. It's actually serving others. And that's powerful.
Yes. Yeah. There's a saying in the coaching world, and it says, if you want a lot of success for yourself, then help others to achieve their success. You know, and then there's a saying there of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he says, "Khairun nas man yanfa'un nas." The best of mankind are those who benefit mankind. So, and there it's to everyone. Again, with the beauty of Islam, it's to everyone. You're helping any individual to increase, do better in whatever they want to achieve of goodness. And that satisfaction, like you said, it's beyond financial. Yes, that sometimes it can be financial, but it's beyond financial, because I look at my letters, like I say, that people send to me for teaching them martial arts or coaching, and they say to me, thank you, just that gratitude. And I treasure those letters. Nobody can take them. I've got a card here. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you. You know, I look at these and I say to myself, these are things which, you know, you treasure, and you say to yourself, those are things which you treasure. Thank you.
Definitely.
And never throw them away. Never throw them away. Always keep them. So yeah, just before we close, it was a short one. It's only a few more minutes left. But I was looking at how managers were talking about how it says that only 10 to 15% of employees actually show a significant positive change after a performance review. And they say that the thing is, it's not easy to make that change. It's extremely hard to do. But they say one of the key things that helps them make that change is getting that constructive feedback. Get that negative feedback. We don't like the word negative. Oh my God, it's negative. You know, we need that negative feedback. We need that constructive feedback to sometimes propel us to make that change. Otherwise, if we always wrap it up in cotton wool and say, it's okay, you've messed up 100 times today or 100 times in the year, it's okay. It's not okay. Acknowledge yourself, respect yourself, and use the tools, help yourself to propel forward with fully in committing to it. You know, if it means that you're seeking a coach, or you're seeking a friend or someone that's reliable and responsible, a buddy, then yeah, definitely those are the ways forward for bringing the best to each day.
Love it. And secondly, I would say before you start implementing things, just take a couple of minutes and really reflect on yourself and say, okay, what habits of mine is it that I want to change? And make them into simple steps. So cut it down to 3 or 1, and just start with that one change a day. And just say, okay, this step will lead to this step, which would lead. So just getting up earlier, 1 hour earlier, is just the step I need to then filling up my emotional cup, feeding myself, then catering to those who I need to cater to. But just one step a day. And once you work out all and it's a bit hard, because usually people sit down for a long time looking at a paper. No, tell your mind, I'm only going to spend 10 minutes on this. What do I want to achieve in this year? And later on, as we're doing these lives, and we'll give more tips and more things to change habits, it's really good to actually just take a couple minutes to reflect on what are we good at, what aren't we good at, so that we can then say, okay, these are the things I do need to change.
Mm-hmm. No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's one of the key things with Sobia's healing. So with Serenity, Mind, Body, and Soul, for those of you that don't know, it's immediate effect. It's not digging all into what you've done and how you've done. She's got a brilliant way, and this is not from me saying it, it's from clients that I've referred to Sobia have come, and she lets you first breathe, stop and breathe, think about it, reflect on it, internalize on it, without her prying into everything about what you've done and how you've done. She has a great healing coaching technique which allows you to instantly release that energy from you. So please do contact her. Please do connect with her to find out how that works more. But just
Thanks,
before...
Malik. And just one last thing I want you to say. Remember, we don't react. We need to act.
Mm-hmm.
We need to change that reactions into actions. So when anything comes across and you're thinking, oh, what should I do? Stop, breathe, and then go and act. But do the breathing in between, because it will shift your mind.
I'm gonna add, and then Sobia will add as well. Please. This month I was reflecting on one of great hero of mine, personal hero, Malik Al-Hajj Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, who's 57th year memorial, or 51. And the reason I bring him up, a great, mashallah, great person. But look at the change. Look at the change. He committed to that change, and the change was greater than just himself. the change was then for everyone to still learn, for generations to go on. So that's one role model I bring up. Over to you, Sobia. Go for it, because I know we've got just a few seconds before we wrap up, but go for it, Sobia.
Oh, about role models. Well, I'd actually say one of my role models has always been you. The reason why you have always been present in every conversation, and any time that I have seen you work, you've always been present. And to actually be present and be connected to a person and aiding them, we just have to say, Malik, this is what we need. You're already there doing it. I mean, like, even at certain times in our lows in our life, you were that driving force which really pushed us up. And just certain words, you didn't have to give a big spiel. It was just one word of reflection. And, you know, like, sometimes we need to also look in our local communities and see who is it who's actually driving us forward, who's there in our time of need. So choose your friends wisely. It's very important.
Wow. Thank you for that, Barakallah. Thank you for that. Thank you, everyone, for logging on. Thank you, all the people that will view this later on. Please do give us shouts back, feedback, what you like, what you want to hear more of, and we can provide that to you. We've got another talk coming up next week, live on Serenity, Mind, Body and Soul. So log in next week and catch up with us. But also message us as well if you've got any ideas of things that you think that you'd like to hear about, or hear a bit more about what we do as coaches. Yeah, please. Wonderful.
Jazakallah khair, everyone. And I just wanted to say there's only 5 weeks coming up towards Ramadan. Make this moment to get all your house decluttering done, your whatever you need to just declutter of your life, friends, people, whoever it is, declutter them. Start this Ramadan in a spiritual boost, and then after that you can just focus on yourself and build yourself up.
Wonderful. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fi. Thank you, Sobia. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.